Good morning. I'm Natasha, and this is Always Be Crafting. It is Saturday morning. It is Saturday the 27th. It's the last Saturday of July. How did we get here? It has flown by this summer. This is actually my third time recording this intro because it is early in the morning and my brain and my mouth have not been working together very well. And the last two recordings, garbage. That's all I can say. I'm not even sure if this one's going to be much better, but I've at least practiced it twice, and I've had a little bit more water and a little bit more caffeine, and I'm a little bit more awake. But I really have to get sewing, so this is it. Third time's the charm. Whatever I say, whatever comes out of my mouth is whatever comes out of my mouth this time. Did I say I'm Natasha? Did I say this is Always Be Crafting? Did I say it's Saturday and on Saturdays I sew? Yes. What am I sewing today? So I love creative challenges. I love it when other people put out creative challenges because I'm all for them. I'm like, yes, let's do that. And Annie of By Annie put out a creative challenge. At least I think she put out a creative challenge. I may have imagined this. I don't have this in writing, but I believe she put out a creative challenge to put our old cut-off pieces of Soft and Stable with fabric already attached together and create something new, create new fabric, if you will. So if you've never made a By Annie bag, or pretty much any bag that has foam interfacing, when you quilt onto Soft and Stable or foam interfacing, you always want to make your piece larger before you quilt because the act of quilting it will shrink. So if you need an 8x10 piece, you don't cut an 8x10 piece of Soft and Stable, an 8x10 piece of front fabric, and an 8x10 piece of back fabric, because once you've sewn those three pieces together, that sandwich together, and quilted it, it's not going to be 8x10 anymore. It's going to be smaller. So you always make something bigger and then cut it down, which means you then have cut off pieces of fabric that is now filled with Soft and Stable on the inside. So I've got lots of these pieces and from various projects over the years, and they're odd shapes, odd sizes, depending on what I was making. Some are teeny tiny. Why did I keep something this small? I don't know. I don't know why I kept something that small. And they've got various thread colors, various quilting designs. You know, we got some squiggles, we got some diamonds, we got some just who knows what. But the challenge is to take all this and join them together to create as large a piece of Franken-stable, fabric covered Franken-stable as possible. And then cover the joins as you wish. You can cover them with an entire piece of fabric. You can cover the joins with ribbons. You can cover the joins with binding. However you want to do it. Everything is going to be unique. Every bag that could be created from this is going to be different. And depending on how big the piece becomes is going to dictate what bag I can make. I don't know if I'm going to make something huge, but the first step is to sew the pieces together. As you saw, they're all different sizes and shapes. So I'm just going to go with biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest. I might I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really have a plan yet. I don't know if I'm going to do this side by side, or if I'm going to do start with something big and cut it down. I don't know. I'm not going to know till I put it on my table and start working with it. That's challenge one. The other is actually a photo contest, and it's put out by Sarah Watts of Ruby Star Society, and it's using her dog park fabric, which I have and I love. I'm actually going to use her dog park fabric in a quilt for my son. So I have a ton of dog park. I don't think I have every piece from her line, but a number of pieces I already purchased. And I have at least 2 or 3 that I'm probably not going to use in the quilt just because I sort of over purchased before I decided what I was going to use. I just love the fabric so much. Anyways, she put out the challenge, or Ruby Star Society put out the challenge to make dog bandanas. Just simple triangle bandanas. And I looked at my fabric and I'm like, absolutely, I can do that. So I pulled a pinkish fabric right away for my black dog because I think she will look fabulous with a little pinkish bandana. And I don't think I'm going to use the pinkish color in the quilt for my son. And then I was going to pull out a darker brown of the dog fabric for my other dog who's kind of like a light golden color. And because I didn't think I was going to use that fabric as much in the quilt. But my son was like, no, he'll look better in blue. I'm like, well, I'm using a lot of the blue in your quilt. He's like, it's okay. He can have a blue bandana, Mom. I'm like, okay, you're sure it's your quilt if you can sacrifice some of the blue fabric for your dog. And of course he will, because he adores his dog. So the dogs are Einstein and Midge. Einstein is, how old is he now? 11? He is 11 years old. Oh my gosh. He's going to be 11 years old. Oh, I can't do math that fast. I can't math that fast. So, yeah, he's getting older. And Midge is then 5 years younger than Einstein. So she's 6 years old. Is that right? She's going to be 6. I think they're 5 and 10 right now. And they're going to be 6 and 11 in a couple months. Anyways, we love them to bits and pieces. And so I'm going to make the dog park dog bandanas. I actually made the pink one last night, but it's over there. I didn't grab it. I'll show it to you later. And I'm going to make the blue one. I already cut the fabric. So I'm going to finish sewing that. I'm actually going to make them in the style as taught by Natalie of So Hungry Hippie. She did a YouTube tutorial on how to make a dog bandana that has a channel in it so you can put the dog bandana through the dog collar instead of just taking a triangle and tying it onto them. It's basically a triangle, but it has a channel in it. You know, when you sew it with a, a channel. I don't know how else to describe it. So you can string the collar through the bandana so it stays on a little nicer. I thought that was really cool. So I'm doing it that method. And so it's a few more steps as far as sewing goes, but I think it's going to be a nicer finish. I think it's going to sit on the dogs nicer, look cuter than just tied on. So yeah, so those are the 2 things I'm sewing those 2 things. I have a lot of fabric to fold. Did I say this already? My sewing studio, my space is a mess because I've been doing a lot of stuff this week. I don't have to work at the theater today. If you've been here at all this month, you know that I've been doing a lot of work with wardrobe for Mary Poppins. I am not called for wardrobe today, so I'm not on today, but I am on tomorrow. And I have not had breakfast. I am barely hydrated. I think I had too much caffeine. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Please like, please subscribe. I will try to edit this down and I will turn the camera around and you can see the sewing together of the soft and stable pieces and the finishing of the dog bandanas, and I will put them on the dogs later, so you'll see that. I promise I will show you the finished product of seeing them on the dogs. And I will try to find, it's in this mess somewhere, are the little things I did for my wardrobe friends, my wardrobe sewists, and you'll see that some more. There's a lot to do today. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribe, like, anything. If you want to comment, please comment. I love it. I'm here for it. I'm trying to grow my channel. I love doing this. I love being out there. So if you like it, please tell your friends, or at least just tell me. I don't know. Thank you so much. Everything, honestly. Just thank you for being here. Really. Thank you for watching it. Watching it is enough. Truly. Thank you. Have a great day.